Let's try this again. Hi. This is The Last Door, Complete Edition. Hopefully you all caught my special preview stream of Headspun yesterday. If not, it's in the VODs. It's also on YouTube. Can everyone hear me okay? This mixer is telling me no one's watching, so yes, okay. Well, that's a start. Okay, right. Okay, now the question is, can everyone hear the game? Ah, that is blindingly white. I can see. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to actually start. You can hear the game now? Okay. Yes. Creepy, but except that I want to, I really wanted to be back at the beginning of that episode. Blinding whites. The recap and the dad being an arsehole. Fine, we don't get that bit. Because it's not an option. So, basically we had the recap, and then we had the dad basically saying, I'm sending you off to school and don't bother writing because I'm not going to read it. So basically, asshole dads. Still no letters for you, Divit. Please do not persist any further. I don't know whether I should bother trying to upload the beginning of the stream that had no game audio. I just hate it when it says there is audio and I can see the damn bar thing, but no one can hear it. It's just not fair. And also now, because I've missed part of the game on my stream. It's too hot. Things are being assholes. Nice to meet you, my new husband. Where's that? Him. Oh, that's just a bit plain. No mind. He's odd. Interesting. Hello, I'm Anthony Beechworth. This is my first time here. I've only just arrived. I hope we can be friends. I can't please you people, can I? First, oh, there's no game audio. Now, the game audio is too loud. And I just fell out of a coffin. What? What is happening? I have a ticket and a lens. Shiver runs down my spine when I look at what could have been my eternal deathbed. What is this? My head is pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water soon, I will faint. Dear Lord, where am I? I don't know. Just look at the stupid thing on the wall. Eyes closed, ears muffle, and voices hush in the land that loves silence. Okay. Weirdo. Where are we? In the basement? No, not in the basement anymore. Oh, maybe we are. And yes, we're going to find you some water, mate. Oh, hang on. The light coming in from outside is dazzling. I'm in a city. Is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? Can't see anything beyond this wall but the dark facades of buildings on the far side. Grumpy, because it's too freaking hot. And very sweaty, which is just gross. Cheapest potatoes in town! Cheapest potatoes in town! Young man, could you please tell me where I am? Okay. Watercress for sale! Cheapest potatoes in town! Please, sir, could you give me some water? Is it a charity toff? I only sell to paying customers, so cough up or get out. Exactly. It's Tuesday, it's trim. There is a cart blocking the alley. I won't be able to pass until it's been moved. Nope. Can't tell me where I am. Okay, let's wander over here. But yes, it's trim. It's 31 degrees inside my flat. That is not lovely. That is disgusting and horrible. Why am I in the inventory bar? Because I'm a collectible, clearly. An indigent in ragged clothing sits leaning against the brickwork. Okay. Young man sleeps under a filthy blanket. I do voiceovers. I am reading the text. Stained and threadbare sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air. A young woman suffers difficulty breathing. Oh, poor young woman. Horse meat. Horse meat for sale. There's a man staring at me from amidst the crowd. Something in his countenance seems strange to me. It's fresh. Horse meat for sale. Oh, hello. Please, ma'am, could you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nickel Street Rookery. A darker, more decrepit place like this than there was. But that's in London. How could I have arrived in this slum? Yes, that is exactly right. Combine me with weather, make me grumpy and sweaty and annoyed. Dehydrated. The stench from the sewer drain is nauseating. I didn't know it was a sewer drain. From the pipe flows grimy water full of soot. I mean, but it's water. The water's foul odour is repulsive, but I am overcome with thirst. Ew. 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 Don't intend to drink it again. It had an awful taste. Because it's that hot outside, and English homes are built to retain heat, so when it's hot outside it gets hot inside and it doesn't go away. I've got the doors open, the windows open and 2 fans on, and I just collapsed. Not me, the character me. Probably shouldn't have drank the water. Must have fainted. It's dangerous to be an old nickel at night. I should make my way out as quickly as possible. Stained and threadbare sheets struggle to dry in the muggy air. Oh, someone moved the cart though. But yeah, it's muggy, the air doesn't move. It's not windy, it's not rained, so it's just hot. Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Show him in, Herz. a consolation at all. It is about your patient, is it not? There is still no trace of him. He hasn't shown up for his last few sessions. They've been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back. He kept the destination to himself. Oh, hi, Mr. Cornus. And also, hi, Albino. Oh, God, it's warm. Ugh. And it makes you feel better. Yes, but nobody else. And it is happening as I feared. What do you mean? I am sorry, my dear friend. First I thought of this when you described your sessions with Divot, and I didn't want to upset you without need, as I had hoped for the best. Now I'm afraid my suspicions could be true. Oh, damn. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise I will contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. Here, please, Herr Doctor, it is of the utmost importance. No one else knows of this matter. You have my total discretion. Season 1, Episode 3. The Four Witnesses. I feel like I've been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this labyrinth. Left. Oh, that was good. Shout. It's a creepy guy. And rusty old oil lamp since empty in the corner. No, it doesn't belong to anyone. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not sure what good it'll do you without any oil, though. Well, always good to have a light. Can I have some fire, please? Embers look like they'll soon extinguish. Its meagre warmth is welcome. Do you hear them? It's the crows, searching for the moans of the weak and dying. They're calling to each other. They must have found something. Could you help me? The streets are so confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I've lost my way. Could you direct me out? Yes, Lost One, I can give you direction. I've been gifted with a second sight. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate. Would you like me to close my eyes so that yours may be opened? I haven't a penny to pay you. I need you to help me, but I haven't a penny to pay you. Money is no matter here. Come close to me now. Oh, hello. The dying star. You lost your guide. You follow the stream but do not know where it goes. You think you have escaped, but actually you are getting closer and closer. The puppet. Threads hanging from an immense hand of dust converge upon a single point. Your mind, where memories and oblivions and shadows cluster as one, is your friend and your foe, your home and your prison. The walker. You have embarked upon a great journey, but this path has been walked by you before. You step in your own footprints inside a circle of fire. Interesting. Don't understand. What does it all mean? I can't unpick these ends. The threads you have woven in destiny are too tight, child. But you will. Oh yes, you will. It is not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog we see only what is closest to us. The bird remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of the bird. No more direction can I give. I must go. You will need a map to guide your steps. Okay. But I don't have a map, so... Oh, hang on. Oh. Just rubbish. Rotten scraps of food and discarded papers. See factories on the horizon. They look abandoned. You may keep my miserable kingdom, you may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will and stare into my eyes. I am a shadow's shadow and will not disappoint. I'm just following the brown-coated guide, to be perfectly honest. The glass is fogged over, but for a handprint left on the surface. It's very dark. I dare not go in further without some light. No. Okay, which is annoying. Definitely this is not the right way. I got lost in that thick fog. I need something to help me know which way to go. Okay, I need to find some oil for my light. Is the saturation better, Leaky, or did I go too far the wrong way this time? Boarded up window, a rundown house. Dust smears the glass, preventing me from seeing the interior. Street lamp tries to put some light in the gloom. Oh, you went there. Is the saturation better, Leaky, or did I go too far the wrong way? Ew! Butcher shop. Cuts of rancid meat lay discarded on the butcher's block. It's the only light coming into this filthy room. Well, I mean, it's hot, so I actually am pale. Remains of a horse hang by a hook affixed to the wall. Its blood drains seeping through the floorboards. Metal plate. It's a bolt hole. There we go. I'll go through that. Okay, rusted out drums empty. It's a bottle of gin. It's empty, but it might be of some use. Machine is old and in disrepair. Seems to have been used recently. Yeah, I suppose. It's a glass essentia. Liquids are poured on the top and impurities move through a valve at the bottom. Okay. Right. Okay. Really help me. I've got an empty bottle and I've got an empty light. Rats. Seems to have been inscribed with a oily grime. It reads rats. Not sure whether it's... Oh, hello. Oil. Let's have some oil then. Oily water in my gin bottle. Cool. Pour the contents of the bottle into the essentia. Oil floats to the top. Open the valve. Drain all the water. And... oil lamp. Cool. Now I just got to light it, which means try and go back to the place I was before. That's going to be able to light it with that. Okay. Now I have light. Cool. Alright, let's try again. Worn out coat hangs a packet as a pair of gloves. I'll have gloves then, please. Things always come in handy. Pair of stairs. A bottle of old Saint-Emilion Grand Cru is covered in dust. Oh, back garden. I'm going to have a look upstairs first, though. Bright meadow. Oh, now my eyes focus in the gloom. I can see the person sitting on the bed is an elderly woman. She is dressed up as a young girl for some reason. She appears not to hear me or see me from here. I will need to get closer if I am to explain myself. Reflection stares back at me. Portrait. Old wardrobe. Something among the embers. It's a spherical piece of metal, a doorknob. The wardrobe is locked. Okay. March 8th, 1843. I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavers with his trembling hands. Still a long time of the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said over and over. March 21st, 1843. Father got really mad at me and he started to shout when, after many hours of rehearsal, I said that I wanted to get out and play a bit in the street. More and more he's obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts with perfection. April 3rd, 1843. Am I not the one that earns all the money to feed us? Am I not the one people come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the posters? My name? The dolls for sale at the theatre entrance, they have my likeness, my dress, and my beautiful hair. I should be the one that makes the decisions. April 21st, 1843. One more song. Yes, one more. Our last song for you, Papa. No, I don't. I want not to dance and sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play. Actually, madame, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. Don't you recognize me? No, madame, I'm afraid I do not. I'm very sorry. No, not at all. It's fine. It's been a while since I last performed, I suppose, but don't you forget it. I'm the little Catty. Singer, dancer, the golden girl of London's music halls. I want to get out of this place. Hide and seek. Oh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog there are no faces. I'm looking for this gentleman. He's well dressed with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. No. Father, I have been practicing the latest repertoires you ordered. I've behaved very well today, haven't I? Let's play. Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Aren't you meant to hide? oh, hello. There's a dude there. Okay. One more song! Oh my god, there's a dead... They're doing the Mr. Wolf thingy! Oh, that blaze has just happened. My head is pounding, and where did she go? There's lots of dead people. There's a pile of things on the floor after Catty's disappearance. There is a mask. A mask then? Oh, creepy. It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. The distorted features, there's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it. And look, underneath the mask, a photograph. Oh, cool. It has a note, Little Catty Show. There's a girl lit up by a spotlight in a music hall singing to live piano. No, I have played What's the Time, Mr. Wolf. I just thought we were playing hide and seek, so, you know, slightly alarming. Wardrobe's still locked. Used to play it all the time. I'm very good at it. But, you know. Beautiful woman, blah blah blah. Oh, there's a ladder. An attic. Looks like the lyrics to a song entitled The Last Song for You. The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. It's dinner time, yes. The piano is so dusty, I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works. Something is preventing one of the keys from depressing. There's a key hunted in the key. The cows must have what? Huh? The cage must have housed the huge bird. Only a feather remains. Well, I'm having the feather then. I can't reach the feather from here. Okay. Can we go there? No. Okay, so there's a feather that I need a stick for. I'm good at being the other thing. Portrait of a middle-aged man. He seems troubled. Okay, let's see if we can do this from here. This is either going to go terribly wrong or okay. Hang on, 2 seconds. Alright, I think that might be better situation-wise. Reminds me... That laugh reminds me of me. Oh, Leaky, you don't have a creepy laugh. Does that look better? Is it slightly more purple here? The doorknob is missing. Well, I have a doorknob. Have a doorknob. I don't like the creepy laugh. Yeah. Slightly disturbing. Yes, Jessie is totally the creepy one. Wooden planks are blocking the window. I can only see part of the outdoors. If there's someone in that shower curtain-y thing, I'm totally squeaking. Big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognise my face, though. Laughter's coming from behind the curtains. I can faintly see the outline of a figure on the other side. So, of course, I'm going to open the curtains. Oh, thank God. It's a porcelain doll with lifelike proportions. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless. But the wig shines bright as though of human hair. I think I can strip off the hair if I pull it up hard. Okay, now I have a wig to go with the creepy face. With the hair removed, the doll is even more unsettling. Yes. The record is scratched. It's repeating on loop. A gramophone is what you have at the end of your bath. Okay, weirdo. picture has quite a hypnotic gaze. Oh, hello. Second violin, bar 2. Painting of a beautiful young woman, lady with a peaceful expression. She looks like one of Raphael's angels. No, 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 no. Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, measure. G up to C, tied. F, second violin, bar 2. Middle C up to A, double notes. E, G, C. No! This was supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C, up an octave, and then up to G. What? What? Who do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see that I am creating the angel's voice? The work? C to A, an octave higher. A fragile voice flutters around the strophe. No, 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 no. Hands swallow you, laugh at you. I lost it again. Are you all right, sir? My inspiration, too, is lost. Quite lost in the fog the notes moan, just her. Who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne. The best soloist a composer could have, the voice of an angel. What made my music possible? She would stand there by the window. The wind caressed her cheeks, it danced in her golden hair. Her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. The mausoleum outside the house, is that where Daphne is buried? That's right, I have visited her many nights, and have even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. Well, that's not disturbing at all. What happened to her? She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. The sickness, it just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice! It came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. I am following a man, come to think of it, maybe he is following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. I sometimes find this man, too, among my notes. I feel him close to me at times. Please, I need to get out of this place. You ask me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty. Music, just music remains beautiful, but it is a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. Okay. Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be a discarded music score. The wallpaper is torn. Viola clef, to be pressed. A tailor's mannequin. Why is it beside the window? Notes FED. The mask will fall off in the States. I have to repair it first. Cool. No, no. Okay, cool. Alright, so I need to fix the mask. And then maybe he'll tell me, do something? I'm not sure. Maybe there's a dress inside of this room. What did you miss here, Leaky? Alright, key, wardrobe. There's a dress. Elegant scarlet party dress inside. We'll add that. Nothing else in the wardrobe. Okay. I don't really have anything I can mend the mask with. But yes, anyway, it's cooling down a little bit. Half a degree. How is everyone today? Apologies for the cranking. It's just so ridiculously hot. You heard visited. Visited? Okay. Yes, just right. It looks more and more like the young woman in the painting. Yes, it does. Peaceful expression. So I need to fix the mask. I haven't found anything to fix the mask yet, though. I know it's about 5 minutes ago. I'm just saying that I don't remember what. Hi, Valbo. Are we back in 1994? No, this is the last door. It's, it was a Kickstarter game. I've streamed some before. You may not have been there. Okay. See something on the other side of that window, but from here I can't distinguish what it is. That's the mannequin. Mold covers the wood stacked in this shed. That's just gross. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of the tree trunk, it appears to be recently chopped down. Let's get some resin then. Ew, you can't just pull it up with your hands. Paper is too thin, it would shatter apart. Can we just use the mask? Nope. Okay. Maybe we can go in the mausoleum. Door is locked, I can't even move it. Okay, so we found some resin, but we can't pick it up, so we can't mend the mask yet. We could use the feather if we could reach. Oh, I wonder if we could use this score. Oh, excuse me. This music score to reach the feather. To then get the resin to mend the mask. That's a really big wall of text. If I blew through the paper roll, I could manage to make the feather fly. Whee! I got a feather. It's a big black feather with some grey spots in the base. Are you having fun with Hand of Fate? Or not fun, as the case may be. I played some AC Liberation because I was thinking I could get some GTS points, but I forgot how annoyingly clunky it is and slow. I just really want some quick points, but I don't have things that are quick. Managed to coat the feather with the resin. Let's mend the mask. Reminds me of the girl from one of the paintings. Yes, let's go stick it on her head. I feel like I've wasted the entire bank holiday weekend. It's just too hot. I can't read what you said. I'm just gonna... Sorry, it's really hot and it's making my eyes blurry. And there's a lot of text. Yes, the heat is here. I do not like the heat. The heat is breaking me. I'm probably just going to use all my bonuses if I just have to get through to the next week. Yeah, made my blame, but yeah, exactly. Daphne, you're back! Are you a figment of my melancholic mind? Are you the ghost of my dying music? No, it does not matter, because you are with me again, and now I know exactly how to compose my masterpiece. Oh, you got a bunch of decay last night from Gears Pop? Yes, why I have not started that. I was taking my life into my hands by playing Life is Strange Episode 4. Please, take my violin now that I've completed my work. I no longer have a use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel of my music will guide you. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend. in the fog. We haven't eyes, but we count on our ears. To find your way, you must search for the smirk. It's a bird. What is the smirk? It's what the crows are searching for. It is what you search for too. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not sure whether I'm going to go for the bonus because I do not care about getting through it. I just want the damn badge. Has Planting confirmed that it's definitely reach next week? Or pass next week? Is it get to week 10, not like survive week 10? Because I'll blow all my bonuses if it's just get to week 10. Reach week 10. And you answer positively on that, Albono. To blow away. Yeah, well, I don't have to blow away until weekend. Was that thunder or was that a car? Please be thunder, please be thunder, please be thunder. If I suddenly go offline, it's because we had a thunderstorm, though it's very unlikely. Okay. Here lies an angel. Great pity must be felt for those who did not hear her. Pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, not shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into a divine ascension. Here lies Daphne. God rest her soul. Well, Daphne looks like a zombie. You've read and reread about you're a paranoiacal. Yeah. There's going to be a big drop-off in the 215 club. Don't know what the 215 club is. But yeah, no, I really wish UHH was happening. Obviously, because I keep on saying UHH instead of, like, beam dive and stuff. But... oh, people with all badges. Yes. Well, I'm one of those people, which is why I'm competing. Because Jessie said do you not want to have all badges. And I'm like, I must have the badges. God damn it. The sarcophagus is broken. Where on earth is the coffin? Who could have done this? I don't know, but there's a big trail of earth and there's a hole in the wall, so... yeah. Trail of soil. Excuse me, sorry. There are 142 of the 215. Wow, that's a huge drop. See the mausoleum's dome from here. What is that? Bookshop, the Great God Pan. Okay. Well, the trail leads in there and then there's another door. A lot of people missed it. Yeah. It was... yeah. You might start Whipsy. Whipsy? Whipsy? A lot missed the one buried in UHH, yeah. Well, I mean, I was always going to get UHH 1 because it was basically get a decent amount of points, and I'm like, dude, I'm going for 20. Whipsy and the Lost Atlas. Okay, hang on, let me click. Oh, it's no, it's not a Ratalaika. It's oh, is this what Indie Gamer Girl was playing? She said it was basically Kirby with a whip. You should stream it, Jessie. Yeah. Can't see anything through those dirty window panes. Let's try the door. It's locked. Okay. Let's try that door. What was that? I wonder if it was that door. When? This weekend? Yeah? Maybe I can see something if I look in the keyhole. Darkness there, nothing more. Yeah, I mean, this weekend... Wednesday? Tomorrow. You said you were off tomorrow. You should totally stream it tomorrow. No? I thought you said you were off on a Wednesday. Was this Wednesday? No. Next Wednesday? I mean, you can stream it tonight. Later, when you get back. And then I can watch the VOD. Other people will be there. Oh. Okay, I got my days mixed up. Ah! Fucking hell. Sorry. The help of River, the naiad, Daphne, hid from sun in the shadowy mist. She changed her skin for stone bark, so her heart was forever concealed, her dance frozen in the rustle of 1,000 leaves. Lots of dusty books. Books with unpronounceable names in dead languages. Myths and legends. And a door. %. I mean, okay, but still. No, it's less... Hello, are you my psychiatrist? I beg your pardon, sir, if I've startled you. What are you doing here in the dark? Why, I'm reading those marvellous books. In the dark, but how can you see the words without any light? That's the only way to see them, really. That is, if you want to see the words on the other side of the page. The words from the shadows. Shadows always hides from the light, so they can only be read in darkness, you know. Are you the owner of this bookshop? Oh goodness, no. The bookshop doesn't belong to anyone, not since I found it here. I'm just a guest, an explorer of these ancient times. Have you seen a man pass this way? He's red-haired, tall, and wears a cape. Oh yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him here from time to time, perusing the books. He'll pick one off the shelf, glance at it, and then put it back. He and I never spoke, though. You like seeing friends getting eliminated? Yes. Well, I just want to get through to get the badge, and then I don't care. Why do you ask? Can you tell me which books this man perused? Oh, not bragging rights. I literally just want the badge. Let me think. Ah yes, I recall him looking at unexplored places of the Empire. An excellent tome, very revealing and very rare. This bookshop is very fortunate to have a copy in its collection. Not sure where it is now, but it can't be far. I see him sometimes, but he slips away whenever I try and meet him. I feel as if he's guiding me towards something. That may be so. We each have our own white rabbit to lead us through lost places. Would you know the importance or meaning of Smurg? Smurg. Ah yes, the Bird King. There is a book of ancient poetry here that makes mention of him. I'm sure you can find it here somewhere. Excuse the interruption, sir. I'll leave you to your reading. Old factory. Large collection of books. Doorway. Let's find the books first. Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe. Silver Key by Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Approach to Almutism by Georges Bourget. Great God Pan by Arthur Machen. And The Hola by Guy de Maupassant. Ah. Well, we can hope. Jesse, you know, I mean, people will play how they want to play. Really. I hear a woman's voice in the distance. It sounds as if she is singing a lullaby. A book lies on the floor. Its spine reads Unexplored Places for the Empire. A page has been marked. The Place of the Eternal Fog. Also known as Zylar, it is a unique bay in the east of Baelshwa, near the jungles of Bengala. It is surrounded by the tall snow-capped mountains, usually covered in mist. The waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely visited. Surprisingly lush vegetation covers the place. I don't recognise the species this plant belongs to. Well, it's clearly the Little Shop of Horrors plant, right? A cracked wall, a long green vine has grown through it. Oh, if he's against using the assist mode on Celeste, he really shouldn't be using the cheat on Hollowness then. There's a note partially obscured by mud. I mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling. I hear them gnawing. Rats. Too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They stalk me, coming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in the darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. Pile of ragged clothes, caked with mud and full of holes. Dead roots of a once great tree filled the cavernous sewer. Strange green moss covers its surface and there's a great crack along its length. I will stream Hollow Knight at some point. Not on my main account, but I can stream it through my account. Do not fall asleep. I wonder if it's a siren then singing. Rats. Ah. I'm not going all the way back to the beginning. I'm not finishing Chariot before I stream, don't be silly. See something caught in the branches. It appears to be a page torn from the book below. On a ground, the book entitled Songs of Shailar. The page to which it is open has been torn out, but the remaining fragment identifies the song title, The Search for Simurg. Remains of a coffin. It looks like it was burst from the inside. It's no fun if I can't finish it. I got stuck on the last level and it's going to take me ages to build, hours and hours to build up the skill that I had. Think of you. Ah, I'm gone. just had a thought. If it's something Ninja would do, it's something that I would not do. That's not a good reason, not a good way to try and get me to do something. Seen as, you know, Ninja's a bit of a misogynistic asshole. Right, there was a crack in the tree over here. No, not over here, over here. Yeah, sure, we can co-stream some Hollow Knight. You've already finished it, Jesse. I played on my alt. Oh, you meant Chariot. Said something about Daphne turning into a tree. So I'm putting the violin in the heart of the tree. Violin has disappeared among the roots as if swallowed up. The trunk seems to be expanding. That doesn't sound good. That noise came from above. Hang on. Does he say anything different about the tree? I mean, he refuses to play with women streamers because people might make insinuations. So, make your own judgment. But anyway, Chariot, I suppose we could if you want, Jesse, but I mean... Oh, the tree's grown. We got a bit more light in here as well. Some of the branches have crashed through the window and into the street. Oh, does that mean I can get the book page? Intense rays of lights. No, it wasn't. People tried to blame his wife, but he specifically said no. Where's that strong light coming? It was totally him, not his wife. Everyone tries to blame her, but it's not hers. So, exactly. But no, it's something he decided, it's something he said. It was not his wife, and people trying to blame her just makes me kind of a bit mad. Right, I'm going to go through here for now. I feel like I'm going a bit round in a circle. I need to find that branch with the tree with the song. I don't want to go all the way back. Might need to turn it up a bit on my side in case there's some kind of song thing. No, in which case I need the Song of Smoke. I don't really want to play more Chariot, I have to say. I only wanted to stream Hollow Knight to make Jessie happy. Oh. I thought you wanted everyone to play it. Fair enough. Well, I wouldn't complete it anyway, because... I mean, it can't let me, the 4 witnesses, number 4. I wonder how it got in my pocket. Ticket to see a play, called The 4 Witnesses. If anything, I'll bring the ratio up. Surely. Can't see how to continue because there was a page on the tree and then the page has disappeared and then I'm a little confused. I thought for sure there'd be some kind of branch sticking out somewhere. Okay, I didn't really need the noise, but I found my tree. Branches twist and twine all over the brick wall. They have a strange viscosity, as if subtly pulsing. And now I've got my map. Paper sheet captures in the branches is within my reach. The page is a strange poem. First into the wind they sought for the king, but lost were the birds, they wept in suffering, and flew to the sea compelled by a need. They found their silence, their quest was complete. Oh, hello, man. I'll go this way then. First into the wind they sought for the king. I think he's a ghost. This is like that one bit of Unwritten Tales where you have to navigate in the dark. First into the wind. Right, we're getting somewhere. But lost were the birds, they wept in suffering and flew to the sea. That's the sea. No. They sought for the king. Oh, hang on though, lost for the birds. Okay. And then flew to the sea. Compelled by need, they found their silence. Oh, hello. We did it! So it was wind, birds crying, sea, and then silence. Your ticket, please. Thank you. Please come in. Oh, he's already got his head lopped off. Hello, Jeremiah. I knew you would find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance. You were there. You were part of the group. You don't remember my name, do you? I am Alexandra. What is this all about? What do you want from me? From you? Nothing, dear Jeremiah. It is you who came here searching for answers. It is the same as when you joined our group. We each came with our own reasons. Do you remember yours? Through science. No, that was our friend Anthony's reason. His stubborn determination to discover the unknown was infectious. We followed him blindly, so confident were we in his determination, and there was no turning back. True philosophy. Indeed, it was our thirst for knowledge that drew us together. No one waits for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when our hour comes. We had been alone until now. How did I end up in London after being buried in the boarding school? The bird protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again, but we are not the only ones who take shelter beneath his wings. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do you not feel him beckoning? I only want to wake from this nightmare. This is no nightmare, it is a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain. Now we have crossed the point of no return, the lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome. Don't like that. This belongs to you. Dun dun dun. I think that's the end of episode 3. Ooh. Dearest Dr. Wakefield, if you are reading this, then you have followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed upon address. Good. I apologize that I could not accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a certain unanticipated degree of attention. I have determined that your patient DeWitt is in serious trouble. I will contact you with more information post-haste. In the meantime, discretion is of the utmost importance. Your friend, Johann Kaufmann. And blip blip. Truth Behind the Curtain. Complete the third. So this is from 2013. This was funded by 1,471 backers. I believe there are 4 episodes per season. Previously on The Last Door. After escaping from his burial, DeWitt finds himself in a cellar of London's darkest slum, the Old Nickel Rookery. His pocket has a ticket for a show called The Four Witnesses. He walks through the misty street, following a strange man who seems to guide him. Excuse me. He learns the legend of the Smurg, the king of birds. Following his trail through a dreamlike land of fog, DeWitt finally meets Alexandra, a member of the secret group DeWitt and his friends had at school. Alexandra welcomes DeWitt and speaks of an entity called the Bird that has been calling them ever since the experiment they conducted back then. There is no turning back. I have made up my mind. I'm ready. Go on. Do it. Do it. Do it. I think this is sponsored by Nike. Just do it. I need a drink now. Oh, it's just too hot. Down a whole degree. Ugh. Can you see all those stars twinkling in the black outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes in the long distant eras? Now look to the forest in the valley, to the old tower, from the last tree in the distance, the stars in the sky. Even the poor stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor sentences. My oven is not on, trust me. It is just this hot. Ancient shadows that hang over the veil that hides the world, as if it were the curtain of a theatre. The veil separates the truth from the lie. The veil is a place to it. A place of mists. Antony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. You must find the door, as I did. The door that gives passage through the veil. Oh no, it isn't on. Open it and we will walk together beyond the mist. I'm 100% confident my oven is not on, mainly because it's on a timer thingy and when the timer goes off, the oven's off. I suppose you're wondering why I called you so urgently. I cannot deny it. Your letter was truly mysterious. I have been travelling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard about the massacre of St. Gall? Why, yes. The tragic event has been the continued object of speculation and grim rumour in every newspaper in England. For weeks now. Pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand. How is all this connected with my patient? He was there. I'm afraid he is one of the victims. Dear God! Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give this impression. Heard of it was attacked, but survived. What happened to him, then? It seems the criminal was caught by Herdovit in the middle of the act. Then he tried to do the same thing to David that he'd done to the others. Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. Herdovit was hospitalized. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day. What was David doing there? Many years ago, the St. Gall Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Dr. Beechworth spent a part of their youth there together. We can assume that Herdovit was investigating something. He believed he had found a clue related to his friend's death. What was the cause of these awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces. I see. What conclusions do you draw from all these circumstances? I have some theories, but I would prefer not to reveal them until all events have unfolded. In all of them there is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to this conclusion? There is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herdovit within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance. So my last bit was me in a coma? Season 1, Episode 4. Ancient Shadows. I'm sure this is the place. Alexandra's house must be just ahead. The ancient castle of Pevensey rests in the distance. It was a garrison first built by the Romans, but it was abandoned. There's been a ruin ever since. Excuse me. It's a large iron bar latching the door. Quite odd that the door was latched from the outside. Beautiful steel-crafted greenhouse. Old but in good condition. Pitch black. Let's go inside the greenhouse then, because why not? Oh, except we're not going to be able to because it's too dark. And we don't have our handy-dandy lantern. Soon be pitch black. House lights are on. It's latched. Can't open it from this side. I mean, you could totally just reach over. No one's answering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that I'm an old friend come to visit. A strange woman stares down at me, glaring with silent reproach at my intrusion. Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. Well-crafted grandfather clock. It seems to be out of order. The hands is missing. Could be Pamsey House, but in this painting the garrison is not in ruins. Full teacups sit on the table. One of them's full and still warm. Oh, hello. Will you borrow that, please? An oil lamp. Outside. A gate to unlatch. Tree. Something poetic about a tree. Rope. Doesn't sound good. Rope's broken, I'll keep this end. Oh, hello. Looks like someone was buried here. dig with my bare hands. No, good point. The bucket has dropped to the bottom. Cellar door is locked. I'll need a key to open it. Okay. Some more bottles. Diary. Last things written. October 12th, 1887. It's been a while since I can't devote any time to this diary for reasons beyond my control. An event most tragic has taken place in this house. Mr. Dupré has gotten ill, immersed in an everlasting stupor from which it seems he shall not return any time soon. Since the accident, I patiently take good care of him. The doctor's treatments don't seem to do any good. I feel him like a child and make sure that all the sculptures in the house are turned towards the wall. What else can I do? October 13th, 1887. The clockmaker just left. He's done such a good job. In the end, Mr. Dupré is not going to be able to notice the change in the clocks that he'd been insistently requested in his state. Time will not be a problem anymore. What happened to them? Pantry with spices and ingredients. Let's go and have a nosy in the greenhouse then. Pane looks like it has been broken from the inside. Statue of an angel with its wings spread, its head is missing. Covered in mould. Staring at me. Glass jar containing a bluish substance. It has a label named vitriol oil. Well, we'll have that then. No idea what vitriol oil is. How's everyone doing? Hopefully it's not too boring. Right, I guess. You try upstairs then. Silhouette of a man. Strong resemblance to Alexandra. Why did I think Alexandra was a woman? Silhouette of a woman. A bit of a breeze. Yeah. Not really here. Alexandra! Okay, first of all, nosy. Scribbled annotation on this piece of paper. The veil is something we sense in our innermost being incessantly. In vain do we waste our lives craving to tear it through. It is Xylathal, the curtain behind which the great wings beat. Inside its ancient mist inhabit the shadows of those who left. Table holds nothing but a box with the description laudanum to be taken in case of anxiety. It is empty. Cuckoo clock. It's missing a bird. It does have its hands, and it is sideways. The face of the clock has been turned. Misty Dock. Alexandra, it's me, Devert. I'm sorry if I startled you. Why? Is everything alright? Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Are you hurt, maybe? Can you stand? He's staring blankly at some distant point as if he has not heard my question at all. He told me I should come here. I came as soon as I can. Can you tell me what's happening here? He gives no answer, but persistently stares at something nearby. He appears to be in some kind of hypnotic trance. When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I heard footsteps. Were they yours, or is there someone else in this house? For a moment I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me, but he's unresponsive. Alexandra, please say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand. Just what happened to him? He looks miles away. Oh, he's right there. Painting, blah blah blah. Figure of an angel facing the wall. Older man guarding the chest. Huge chest. It is not locked. Large iron hook inside. Let's have that. Take this hook. Alright. Fragment of a diary under the hook. Woohoo! August 5th, 1887. I can't work in the basement anymore. Those wretched sculptures. I feel them stalking me in the darkness. I know that is not possible, but I hear the crunches, the flapping wings, stone grinding on stone. Their frozen paroxysms. With what diabolical art were these gestures conceived? An eternal movement, a tension. An impossible struggle to get back the life they never had. I might place them in the outdoors, in the greenhouse, and let the moulds devour them and wasps make nests of their hollow hearts. It's the freaking weeping angels, isn't it? Okay, hook, rope. I made a rope hook. Okay, camera tripod. Tinted red glass, completely shattered. Lamp is hanging. Intense white lights. Okay. Apparently I don't like the light. Or I wanted to steal the bulb. Probably should have waited. A basin with a copper drain. Tap over the basement. Pictures hanging from the cord. Not even properly developed. Image of a couple wearing rat masks. Gross. Cyanide. I'll have that then. Home chemistry recipes. 3149. Collodion for photography. Collodion is the vehicle by which the photographic chemicals are united upon the surface of the glass and the sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this article to which great value is attached, some supposing that to its peculiar composition belong the principal causes of failure or success. It's only partially true. 3151. To develop a positive image. This is done by pouring upon the plate about an ounce of the vitriol spirit solution, then only adding 5 or 6 drops of the cyanide acid. Then the place must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemicals. 3150. The causes of failure. This would almost require a chapter by themselves. A long experience convinces the 9 out of 10 failures occur from a want of care, the ever-presence of dirt, negligence. One cannot be over-nice, careful or cleanly. The best results always rewarding the most painstaking. If a mistake is made in the order specified in the formula, quickly flow clean water over the plaque and start again. Instruments whose workings are beyond my knowledge. An ounce of vitriol, 5 or 6 sachets, and run, but we don't have anything to develop. We're probably going to have to develop a photo for this one then. Bust. Fireplace. Do not. A large envelope of black felt covered in dust and ashes labelled with the warning, "Do not open under white light." Ah, that'll be my thing to develop then. Letter. Dear Alexandra, I have excellent news. A contact from the university has given me access to 12th century alchemical tome containing an amazing formulary. There's no doubt that sometimes mere contemplation takes mind to places that otherwise would never have visited. Leafing through the grimoire and marvelling at the exquisite illumination of its pages, I have been struck by a sudden epiphany, a radical but elegant method that I have decided to try. Forgive me for not providing any information about the method itself. As soon as I get definite results, I will write to you immediately. I believe fortune has truly smiled upon us today. Videt Nokisiat, June 8th, 1887. Seems to be an invoice. May this document serve as a record of the payment made corresponding to the following work. The cuckoo clock mechanism is modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronize all clocks in the house. Okay. Picture of an angel with a gentle face. Lots of books. Okay, let's go see if we can develop a photo. I guess everyone else is busy. Glass sheets, photographic plates. Oh. That sounds like not fun. Oh, I thought I could develop this picture, but... I'm in a dark room. I'm in the dark room. I'm probably supposed to make the light red. Ah! Well, I mean, being told how crap you are is not fun. Irrespective of that, it's still rude to say. Just report them. Oh, within the mud and dirt inside the bucket was a small bird of brass. Shake some noise. Make some noise. Doesn't seem to be water in the well. Okay, so I need a key. Some way of opening the bird. corpse of a deer. It looks recently dead. Can we make a red light bulb out of it? The bulb is grossly covered in blood. Right, let's go make a dark room then. Ew, gross. Okay. Image is appearing on the plate. It's a photograph of Anthony and Alexandra. Ooh, alchemist, 15G. Expert developer. Nice. Jesus Christ! Image is back in the frame. Now that's still the recipe thing. Where's my picture? Sink now has a dark stain on its surface. Where's my picture? Yes, cat jumping on a piano. Oh, hang on. I've got the photo. I can have a look at it again. Photo of Anthony and Alexandra. Okay. Alexandra, do you recognise this photo? Take a look. You're in it with our old friend Anthony and someone else blurred in the background. Do you remember him? Does he mean something to you? He's breathing heavily. He seems to be lacking air. The bird awaits. The bird? No. The bird awaits. The bird fits perfectly. The clock has been turned. To somehow turn the clock. But first, I just need a quick tea break. Alright, I am back. It is... I went outside to see if it was a little cooler, and it is, but not massively so. Okay, let's see if we can get this clock working. Oh, what's on the floor? Piece of clockwork, a hand. Oh, how convenient. I'm glad I saw that before I went downstairs, otherwise I would have been like, how? So it said 6:15. The clock's been turned on its side, so... see if that worked. Oh, no, it's 6:15, but it's not actually 6:15. So it needs to be 3 o'clock? What are we making it? Yeah, it needs to be 3 o'clock to make it actually 6:15. Yeah, it couldn't be that easy. Everyone still here? Cool. Sound came from upstairs. Probably Fripp or Alexandra. Hello. The bird has burst out at the stroke, now its beak is open. There's a key inside the bird. Poor guy seems to be some kind of seizure. He's trembling out of pure horror. Where do we need a key? Downstairs, garden door thingy. Just taking the long way, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Dusty carpet of Asian origin. Portrait. Several drawers. So this one is a gardener's shovel, as you do. Ruined mosaic. Ancient statue in poor condition. Ruins, part of a Roman settlement. Book written in a language unknown to me, scrawled annotation written in English. This and no other is the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. It is something that we didn't understand at that time, to accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theatre, and there help us look behind the curtain that separates the world of man from the land of truth. To look, I say, if anything, to apprehend an image of what lives there. Just that. With the hoopoe allowed us to rise the curtain enough to walk off stage and go beyond. Cage. Marble jars. Test tubes. Smell of vinegar. Gross. Murky objects. Unlabeled bottles and lab equipment. gonna dig up a grave. As you do, because, yeah, sure. Coffin. The lock is rusty, almost shattered. Can't open it by hand. Acid? There we go. Hello, the nuns let us out. Oh, there's a skeleton. Remains a humanoid body with a grotesque animal aspect, maybe a small ape. There's a collar with some engraved words on it. Old Mike. Skeletal figures are clutching a rolled up canvas. It's a map of the stars. Beside the corpse there is a paper leaf. Dear Alexandra, undoubtedly your method's definitely stronger than mine. How do you manage to get results with such alacrity? On another note, my epiphany with the treatise of alchemy was not accidental. When examining the text closer, I have come to the conclusion that for a time, Raymundus Lully sought the same thing as we did. In his account, he describes a formula that he calls hoopoe. Yes, like the legendary bird. It closely resembles the serum with which we have worked so far, except for minor differences. It's a pity what you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. Videt Nokisiat, July 2nd, 1887. Okay, so old Mike was a person? Deneb Vega Altai. Okay, Alexandra. Another person's disappeared. Jesus Christ. Some diary pages in the wheelchair. The paper is ripped apart as if someone had stripped it off the book hastily. October 31st, 1891. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing, and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of the mind. During the whole afternoon, a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get sleep during these nights, so I read a lot while accompanying the professor. He jumped at me jumping. I don't really know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was seeping through the open window. I looked outside and I saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony, watching the valley with a truly serene expression, enjoying the fresh calm air right of the storm. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and for a moment I felt immensely happy. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, being afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time. And then in the midst of my silence I heard a sound that froze me to my seat and snatched all my calmness with such a terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, a low-pitched as the drag of a slab. Mr. Alexander's snore, who was pleasantly sleeping in his bed. I've already made a decision. I'll leave this house. Starlight. Statue, it's holding something. A lens mounted in a metal ring. I dislocated my knee. Where am I supposed to take this strange lens? Have I found anywhere that wants a lens? No, that's fine. I was sort of talking out loud. Things in this game do change, so... Sometimes it's the only chance I get a sensible answer. Okay, I totally heard something. What was that? You see, I just go someplace I've already been and, you know, things start changing. Look, for example, here, there is now another passageway. Oh look, there's a telescope. Mountain of compacted snow, as you do. An open envelope with a letter inside. Dear Alexandra, I'm terribly sorry about old Mike. Will you put it to rest in his favourite place? After weeks of unsuccessful attempts, I've managed to distill the alchemical formula based on the notes you sent me. Certainly you're a master of this craft. The subject reacted to the serum as usual, rapidly entering into a state of waking sleep. Suddenly the convulsions stopped, and since then he has not been responding to any kind of stimulation. He has remained in this state for many days. My diagnosis is brain dead, which should be our next step, Alexandra. I'm worried this could be the end of our research. Videt Nikisiat, August 23rd, 1887. Wooden desk. Just some strange symbols. Oh, hello. Great God Pan's acolyte. Read all the letters, notes and diaries! Boom. Okay. So, across a drunken person, really. Don't know what the symbol should be yet, clearly. Pretty, but I need to put my lens in it. Crystal fits perfectly in the telescope. Oh, hello. So, 1, 2, 3. So, sharp, ooh, and a gate. I think. Yeah, sharp, an ooh, and a gate. Okay, whatever, I'm just trying to remember what it is. Ooh. Gate. Sharp. There we go. The desk opened. Small cabinet with 2 slots for syringes, only one of them remains. I have a syringe. The voice again, it comes from the bottom of the pit. So of course we're going to go into the pit, because why not? Alexandra! There's a chair in the middle of the room. This is what you asked me to search for, is it not, Alexandra? Am I right? The last door. Zayal. The last door. We can cross together. What should I do? I am waiting for you, here in the mist. It's nearby. I can hear it. What is nearby? What do you hear? I hear the beating of its wings. It knows we are afraid. I am ready. Sit down. Sit down. I am sitting down. Vast array of surgical equipment. Oh, that looks unnecessarily violent. Hello, upside down person, and a whole bunch of symbols and all kinds of weird things, and an eye. Okay, that's good. Do you think we'll find any clues here about DeWitt's whereabouts? The police must have taken almost anything, but we have no other leads to pursue. Hopefully they have overlooked something. Well, I didn't leave my coat. What about this room? There's a sealed letter between the table and the wall. It looks like her Beechworth never sent it. I think it is best that you read it. Dearest Alexandra, please, you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we are dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way. An open way for whatever lives on the other side. Videt Nikisiat. Oh no. Oops. At least there's nothing serious with your eye there, Leaky. I don't think I got the achievement for getting all the secrets, so I must have missed a secret. Which is annoying, because I have clicked on pretty much everything. But I can't guarantee I clicked on everything. Bleep bloop. DeWitt's Journey. Complete all the episodes from the first season. Continues in season 2. And bleep bloop. The Veil. Complete the 4th episode. Okay, cool. Username 62. Yeah, okay, I didn't get the one for getting all the secrets, so. I wonder what these are. Oh, these are just pictures or adventures. Oh, okay. Police and medical report. The latter is still blank. Deceased names is Father Ernest Glynn, the man who immolated himself. The sky is cloudy outside. Something wrong with the water pressure valve. Got some tools. See if the police report's right. I think that's a crispy critter. Good lord, what a mess. Horrible way of passing. File the medical reports. Okay. Anatomical model. Okay, file the medical report. Case still puzzles me. If he wanted to commit suicide, why did he do it in such a painful matter? Was he drugged or intoxicated? Check his stomach. Okay. Need to cut his chest open. This is going to be slightly gross, I think. Wonderful extras. Looks fine on the outside. Oh, I can itchy here. Looks strange in here. It looks like a piece of paper. Stomach open. The note. Ernest Glynn, Jeremiah DeWitt, Alexandra D, Hugo Ashton. Crumpled note with 4 names, one of them crossed out. I think I should inform the inspector immediately. Okay, they seem to be quick. Let's do the extras and then we'll call it a night. Francis Baldwin. After being certified of your guilt by a peer jury, we find you guilty of the wicked and violent murders of 14 innocent and sick people. Because of the sentence, I am hereby authorized to execute you at this very moment, by hanging to death in the sight of God. Would you like to make a final statement before we proceed? Why will you say that I am mad? You should have seen how mercifully I proceeded. With what love! I saved them, I released them, now they're in a better place. Do you still believe I am mad? Yes. Dead. She is the only survivor. What happened to the others? They are all dead. I would like to talk to her. Number of remedies. Cross, Catholic monastery. Parnan is staring meditatively at the small plant. Nice view. Good afternoon. My name is Johann Kaufmann. I am a doctor. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Please be careful with what you ask. Miss Parnell's state is delicate. I am perfectly fine and able to talk, sister. Thank you for your consideration. Now, doctor, I understand you want me to repeat my story. I would be thankful to hear it indeed. I'll be outside if you need me. I am a sane woman, doctor, in complete control of my mind and reason. You do not dare to question it. I certainly wouldn't. Then I will commence. I woke up in the dark. The room was small, so narrow I could touch the wooden walls just by raising my elbows. Could you recognize the place? I couldn't tell. For a moment a most dreadful thought crossed my mind. What if I had been buried alive? When I got out I found myself in my parents' house. I hadn't been there since they sent me to school. Did you see anyone there? Your parents, maybe, or someone you knew? I could feel the humid air on my skin, and could smell the scent of the long time abandoned. I walked the rooms and settled by the silence. The place had the bleak feel of a ruin. Then I saw someone. In the opposite end of the corridor, an old woman stared at me. Did you try and talk to her? I tried to, but she did not answer, and she walked away when I tried to get closer. I followed her out through the back alley and into streets. I got lost in the burg of Aberdeen. The streets were deserted and a thick fog covered everything. I thought I had seen the old woman through the fog once or twice, but they could have been just shadows. So the city was empty? No, not completely. I met some people, vagabonds. One of them was a priest. I remember a novelist and a boy too. Tell me more about the novelist. The woman never written a word. She had created only in her mind, you know. She could tell the story sentence by sentence with perfect precision, and I could even hear a piece of her last work. Was the piece? Do you remember anything about the novelist's work? Yes, the piece she told me was something like, "The shadows of the past soon melted within the land that loves silence. Through the fog they walked and found themselves lost. Hoping for a sign from their gods, they set camp on the beach where 30 birds awaited to meet their crown." The priest, where did you meet him? I met him in a stable. Good Lord, he said mass there, among the beasts. Could you imagine the profanity? So the boy, what about him? I came across an abandoned carriage. The horse was long dead, its bones still harnessed to the cart. There was a young man petting the carcass of the animal. Did you talk to this young man? He was deaf, but I think he could read my lips. When he spoke, he did so with a clear accent. He said he could only listen to the songs of the departed. What happened then? As I walked, the fog got denser. I could barely see anything around. I finally met the old woman. She didn't say a thing, but gave me a cardboard card. Then she left. She gave you a playing card? It was one of those used to tell fortune. There was drawing on it of a veiled person holding a lamp. Then the mist seemed to clear out, and I could finally see. What could you see? A barren land, bathed by roaring waves. There were thousands of birds, and then I realized there was something else. What was it? It was there, it looked at me, the burning dark inside, the shaking, the scream! That vision, I cannot understand. What is it, Doctor? Have I finally lost my strength of mind? I believe your story. I am sure that what you lived was real. But I am afraid that I currently lack any proof that confirm your account. I am sorry. I should leave. Thank you for your time. Wait, Doctor, I have something else to say. When I first woke up, there was something beside me. Would this be enough proof? It looks like a tarot card. Creepy. And Beechworth's Wake. He does not look dead, but just asleep. I barely knew him, busy as I was travelling the world. Oops. What would a man with no aspiration for the other side to inspire or lead him? it would come to this. Your father was a terrible mess of a man. I'm only grateful that he brought you to our home soon enough, not long after you were born. I have no doubt that you will learn from his bad example and grow up to be a righteous gentleman. Could there be greater than the efforts of mortals to rise from their miserable condition? We will speak later, young man. We're busy. This is so sad. He was most dearest to me. You know, your father was a complicated man. He had strong character and stubborn as a mule when he had taken a determination. He believed he had a mission in this world, though I'm not sure he knew exactly what it was. That which avoids description, the unknown, provides men with a reason to exist. The most sorrowful to Hamish Speethwich was a great man, lad. This is an obscure domain, its secrets taken by man from the silence of nature and death. You are the young Beechworth, is that right? Your father left you everything, Anthony. The house, his accounts, and all his belongings, for you to receive when you come of age. It was very specific in his testament, though, that you receive this promptly, his personal booklog. Ooh. These are the memoirs of my life, my research and knowledge of the other side. Use them wisely, son. Interesting. Oh, bleep bloop. The other story. Complete all the minisodes. Boom. Okay, end the poor bird suffering. Okay, so I didn't do that. You can probably kill the bird before you put it in the kitty thingy. Uncover all 5 tarot cards. Well, it didn't give me a chance. Navigate through the fog like a pro. Totally didn't do that. Angels protect this house. Fail to escape your destiny? No idea how to do that. Discover all secrets. Didn't do that. And then 3 secret ones. Which could be to do with the others. It might require another playthrough. We'll see. Let's just trigger the credits for now. With the creepy core thing, because it's always polite to look at the credits. Okay, but I'm going to call it for here, because we've been doing 2.5 hours, it's hot, and I want to go have a very cold shower. So, I don't believe there's actually an achievement for watching the credits. Have a quick peek at the... Oh, Albino's winning achievements in the future. Always fun. Doot 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 doot. Ah, there we go. Last door, complete edition. So there's no guides on any of these things. Ah, the 3 that were at the bottom were for unlocking everything in the whole game. But yes, there's no guides, so we'll see how Season 2 goes, but I got some... Oh, there's a guide for that. Ah, this was not patched. This was not patched before. The one for getting all of the notes was broken before because it's a glitch, that they've patched it, so that's why I got that. But that's the only one that has a guide on it. So there we go. Let's just have a quick look how I am doing. God, drop down again. 310. Probably got some decay. But I've still got plenty of time. Still a little bit decay on episode 4, but hopefully not too much. I'll have to pick something tomorrow to play. That'll get me some TA. Maybe I'll struggle through some more Plague, Inc. or The Escapists or something. Something's got achievements with high ratio. Yes. No thanks for the jumpy bits. Exactly. There's no achievement for watching the credits, so we'll turn that off. But for now, that's been season 1. We've completed that. Sure, I'll play Thief of Thieves. There's just not that much TA diff in it, I don't think, but we'll see. It might be ridiculously hot, and I might just want to lie in an ice bath. You know, we'll see. But for now, that's been season 1 of The Last Door, complete collection. Thank you to Paul for the donation of that game, or the money to buy that game. We will be back Thursday with a new stream. I think I'll take tomorrow off streaming so I can get some score and also sit around in my pants because it's way too hot to be doing anything else. And obviously, you have to be fully dressed when I'm streaming because, you know, rules, and also no one wants to see that. So yes, I'm going to go and take a really, really, really cold shower. But for now, I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies for the scary bits. I didn't expect to have so many jump scares. That was a little unavoidable. But thank you for watching. I will catch you in 2 days' time on Thursday, the normal time of 8 PM UK time. Oh, I didn't say what I was going to stream. I'm going to be streaming more Headspun because I want to find out what's going to happen with that. So, thanks for watching. Night.